Hello there and a very, very good evening. My name's Sean Ryan. You are, of course, watching the Planet Cruise TV show. A show that's been running where we celebrated our 500th show last week as it happened. And tonight, we've got 6 amazing deals. We've got some exclusive savings. We've got things like free drinks packages. We have got a lovely river cruise coming up. But the man that's going to tell us all about them is our fabulous Glenn Wallace. Nice to see you. You had a nice haircut, I can see, Glenn.
Yes, my hairdresser's watching tonight, so I said if she doesn't do a good job, she's in trouble. So it looks all right, doesn't it?
It looks all right, yeah. No ball bits.
Bit of an army cut.
But Glenn, you might speak to Glenn tomorrow or during the week because you actually work with Planet Cruise. You take the bookings, don't you?
I'll be back in the office at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, back on the phone. So, yeah, I mean, we've got a full team there. There's about 35 consultants there now, and we're here to sort of obviously get people on the right cruise.
Yeah.
So take them
and to give advice, yeah.
Exactly, and people have obviously experienced cruises. Some people have never cruised before, and they might be tuning in for the first time. So we'll try and give some advice today, but obviously then give more about cruising and what they can expect.
But honestly, there is a cruise for everybody, and cruises are amazing. I'm hooked. I've done.
And how many have you done now?
I think it's 23, 22 or 23.
Yeah, richest man on TV.
I wish, but I've done a lot of mini cruises as well.
Yeah, I know you have, yeah.
And I get the deals like you do. You know, I really look
Where
out
are you going
for
in
the
January?
deals. Australia and New Zealand.
Richest man on television.
No, just ignore it. That's Keith Maynard.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. We've also got the results of our competition, haven't we?
Yeah, we did the competition last week, didn't we? So we're going to be drawing the winners. We've got a couple of examples to read out, and then we'll be picking the winners.
Yes, and one lucky winner will get those fabulous P&O shampoo flutes, and our hotspot is back, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to talk about Hong Kong tonight. So people are flying out there. It's a very, very popular destination for like pre and post cruises as well. So we're going to give people a little bit of information about Hong Kong.
So we've got a great show. I've been rushing around all day, so it's just nice to sit down with you guys and enjoy the show myself. Now, we're going to start off with MSC, and this is a fabulous 11-night cruise. And that's $699, Glenn. That's actually for a balcony. It's an exclusive offer, isn't it?
They're doing some good deals with MSC at the moment. They're always brilliant for value. But this one, you book the inside and you get upgraded straight away to the balcony. So if you sometimes think the balcony's a bit out your price range, this one's going to incorporate the balcony.
Well, I'll tell you what, do you want to have a little taster? Because MSC, they're known for their fabulous ships, aren't they?
They're really, really good, and as I said, they've got a big fleet now. And again, with the MSC ships, they're more of a European base, so they normally sail out of Italy and places like that. So you get a more cosmopolitan clientele on there, you know, Italians, French, Germans, as well as, of course, the Brits on board. But they really are modern ships. They're beautifully designed, great entertainment for the whole family as well. Obviously, you can see Keith there eating, which he's never afraid to eat. Good shops, the full amenities as you would expect from any cruise ship as well, but very, very luxurious, and they've got a very, very modern take as well. So they're very, very new ships, and they are stunning. Of course, food on there is going to be geared towards the Italian palate, so you've got the pastas and the pizzas as well. And the shows, I would say, again, are geared more to a European basis on there for you as well.
I mean, when you think you've got all of these fabulous restaurants, the shows, beautiful, staterooms, and all of this for under £700, and you're going to get a room like this with a balcony.
Exactly. Yeah. And the other thing as well, which is really, really good, they've got one of the best value drinks packages on there as well. So I don't think the drinks package is included on this one, but you can actually upgrade. I think the drinks package is about £22 a day, which me and you would normally do by breakfast, wouldn't we? OK, moving on.
You're not wrong, though, Glenn. Anyway, let's show you the great destinations. What a lovely time to get away when it's all bleak and horrible in the UK. A bit depressing January, isn't it, in February?
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this earlier, wasn't it? It's a nice time of year to get away, and you were going into the Mediterranean, so it's a nice opportunity to fly into Genoa. You're going to fly in there. We've got flight space from London on this one, London Gatwick, so you're going to go into Genoa, and that's, of course, where you're going to pick up the ship. From there, we're going to have a day at sea, which is nice just to introduce yourself to the ship, get the facilities, see what you want to do, and we like our days at sea.
And you always do a bit of a recce, say you do explore the ship.
You do.
Find out the bars, the restaurants that you prefer, the nice outside areas. But we're making our way to Malta.
Yeah, and it's again becoming very, very popular again, Valletta, and the old city there is absolutely stunning. I wouldn't do a tour here. When we were there, you just go off, walk around the walled cities, and the other thing as well, the restaurants, the bars and restaurants are so cheap compared to some of the other European destinations. Really, really good to have a walk around the old town and then go for lunch in the afternoon.
It's actually a really pretty place.
Beautiful.
I love it.
From there, we're going to go on to Cataclon. Now, Cataclon people are not probably as aware of, but this is the birthplace of the Olympics. This is the opportunity to go into Olympia. From here, you can actually go to the site of Olympia. You can see where the torch was lit again for the Olympics a couple of months ago. You can go to the old city there, and again, when you go into Olympia itself, you can actually go onto the old running track, which was the running track from the original Olympics, and you can actually do the 100 metres on the original Olympic running from 2,000 years ago. They've got the older arch there as well that's been there for 2,000 years.
Can you manage 100 metres now?
Oh, I don't know, yeah.
I
have to have a stop halfway through. Then we go down into Athens, again, one of the great cities of Europe. You've got a chance to go to the Pantheon. Again, you can do a tour with the ship. We also organise tours with our concierge team. They'll do those normally cheaper than the ships themselves. Or you can just take taxis in and actually go and see the old city of Piraeus. You can go to the Acropolis, and then you've got the museum next door. And then I recommend making your way down into the Plaka. That's where the bars and restaurants are. Beautiful Greek tavernas there. You can try a glass of ouzo as well. And as I said, stunning area in Athens.
Now, your next day's at sea again, isn't it?
Another day at sea, yeah. You've had a couple of busy days, so just relax and take it easy. And then you're going into a place I used to live a few years ago over in Cyprus, and we're going into the port of Limassol. To me, Limassol hasn't got a great deal to offer, so you need to decide what you want to do. You can go to Larnaca, you can go to Famagusta, you can go also over to Paphos as well. A number of different destinations to do, so I'd probably take a tour there. Some people hire a car and go out for the day, so it really depends on what you want to do in Limassol. Rhodes, the old town of Rhodes, is absolutely stunning in Greece.
I really love Rhodes.
Beautiful. This one, again, you can take a trip out if you wanted to, but I would also probably go out to the Acropolis in Lindos, or just walk around the old town of Rhodes. Again, great tavernas. And the good thing about going this time of year, it's going to be a little bit quieter as well, so you're going to beat the queues and it's nice going round. But again, the old part of the city there, walk around, stop for some lunch, and it's stunning.
I tell you what, doing that in January would be really nice.
Yeah, even if in February.
Yeah.
We've also got Crete, Heraklion. We used to dock there every single week, and you've got the chance to go out to Knossos, the attraction there of Knossos. But again, the old town of Heraklion's nice to walk around. We used to walk along the pier area there, and it is nice just to go and wander. You've got the old fishing vessels, and as I said, you're out of season here, so it is a little bit quieter, which is quite nice. Then another day at sea, and then you're back into Civitavecchia, into the gateway into Rome. Now again, you don't dock in Rome itself, so you'll be taking a tour or taking the public transport into Rome. You know about Rome, the Colosseum, Sistine Chapel, Vatican. Trying to get it all in one day is very, very difficult, but plan what you want to do there, and again, you can even toss a coin into the Trevi Fountain if you want to.
I mean, I only saw, Rome for the first time a couple of years ago on a cruise, and I just thought, why have I waited so long,
What a lot of people do
amazing.
with Rome, they go there for one day, like what they see, and then they go back for a weekend. Yeah. That's the best way to do it. And then eventually you go back into Genoa for your flight homes, but that's great destinations there to see all that in 7 days.
Well, let's just share the prices with you, because this is exclusive, an exclusive offer to Planet Cruise. So you're getting a free upgrade from inside to balcony, and that makes such a difference, having that nice private balcony, having that lovely sea air, having those beautiful views. It is an exclusive offer, and actually, Glenn, we've got very limited availability actually on this one, haven't we?
We have really limited availability, and for 11 days, you've got a bit of sea day, these great places, Malta, Greece, Cyprus as well, and as I said, for £700 for the balcony is exceptional. And
return flights based on London Gatwick for this one. Remember, all your overseas transfers are included. Some other agents, they kind of, they'll give you a price and you think initially it's good, but then you realise lots of things are missing. We always give the transfer.
Of course we do. Yeah, the whole package is included on that one for you.
And the price in that, if you go for the 8th of January, the price is just £699, and the 10th of February, just £799, but that is for a balcony, isn't it?
Balcony upgrade on that one, so well worth it.
Now, the ID number for that one, by the way, is 105 003. It is a free phone number, 0808 2502 662. And Glenn, what time are the guys open till tonight?
The guys are going to be working till 10:30 tonight, and they're back in the office first thing at 8 o'clock in the morning.
They're not going to finish early just because you're not there? They're not going
to they'll still be there, but we'll be back in the office at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and you might even get to speak to Glenn tomorrow, but on that one I would actually book tonight, because
it's limited. Very, very limited on there.
Now, well, Glenn, whenever you're in the office and we have a Thomson cruise, how busy are the phone lines?
It's probably the product that normally gets launched with Thomson is normally the busiest of any product we have. So they get some great deals. I mean, sometimes Thomson cruises can be quite expensive and people put off with it. This deal here is phenomenal if you want to go over to the Caribbean next month.
15 nights, the Caribbean, seriously, 959, and that's for an outside as well.
That is for an outside cabin on that one as well, and that's going on the TUI Discovery. Now, Thomsons are increasing their fleet. They've taken one of the ships from Royal Caribbean. Obviously,
and actually, yeah,
they've branded it, and you look at the ships now, and I think people sometimes think they're not sure about the Thomson ships. The TUI Discovery now is getting such good reports. Guests have come back from there this year. I actually docked with it a couple of times on my cruise this year, and it looks stunning.
So, I mean, if you know Royal Caribbean, you kind of recognise the layout, but obviously it's now been, well, for want of a better word, Thomsonised, hasn't it?
Thomsonised,
Yes.
exactly. But again, I'll tell you what people love about Thomsons is, one, the entertainment. They say the entertainment is some of the best at sea. The other thing they love is the staff. Normally a British ship, British cruise line out there, so the staff have been there many, many years. They get to know a lot of the clientele, and we get people going back with Thomsons time and time again.
I've got to say, I get to speak to a lot of viewers. A lot of you have been on the Thomson cruises, and you do give us great feedback. And honestly, we know, when we get a Caribbean cruise with Thomson under £1,000, free upgrade to an outside, this one is going to go.
I can honestly tell you, out of all the products we've got at the moment, you will not get a cruise for 15 nights over to the Caribbean for less than £1,000. I can promise you that.
We should mention, by the way, if you're thinking, well, yeah, why is that price so good? You're actually saving £770 off the brochure price tonight. I can't do this one, sadly. I think our CEO would not be pleased if I disappeared in November, because we're quite busy here.
No, I know.
But, I would do if I could. I really would.
Well, I think also as well with this one, if you really want to see the ports of call, you've got one sea day out of 14 days and 15 nights. So you're going to be in port nearly every single day, and you're going to see the top islands in the Caribbean.
Well, I tell you, do you want to see? So we're flying you, obviously, from London over to Barbados. Not a bad start.
And for this one, you're then starting off with something a little bit special. If you've never been to the Grenadines before and over to Bequia, it's a small island there. If you're into your boats, your catamarans, crystal clear waters. Again, if you love your snorkelling and swimming there, it's some of the best waters in the Caribbean, just off the coast of St Vincent, and this is absolutely stunning.
I've not been there, but it looks really
it's beautiful.
pretty.
It's beautiful. Then on to one of my favourite destinations, Antigua. Loads of stuff to do here. Excellence Catamaran is the catamaran trips they do there. You can take a rib around the island. You can also go into St John's, which is obviously the dockyard there, Nelson's Dockyard. And Antigua, they reckon, have got 365 beaches, one for every day of the year, so you'll never get bored. Moving on there to St Martin. St Martin divided into two between the Dutch and the French side, and again, famous for its shopping. You'll always see the crew and the passengers out spending their money in the electrical shops and the jewellery shops, and again, great beaches. You can also go to Aeroplane Beach as well. That's where the aeroplanes turn around and you hold on to the netting on there.
Yeah, do be a bit careful there, because those airplanes do come in pretty close,
They do,
they?
but it is quite, especially if you've not done it.
And what is it, sorry to interrupt, the Dutch and the French side are so different,
They are
aren't
so different. So again, you normally dock in the Dutch side, but you can go over to the French side, over to Margot Bay and places like that, and they are very, very different. St Kitts is another popular destination. This is famous for the St Kitts Railway. If you've not done that before, again, very, very popular destination, very, very popular excursion, runs throughout the days, and I would recommend doing the St Kitts Railway in the morning and then going out in the afternoon and having a look around the shops and going to the local bars. Tortola is beautiful. Again, very popular with Dolphin Discovery. Carlos and his team have got the Dolphin Discovery about 10 minutes away from the port area. They've also got the open-sided taxis there that you can sit on. You get great views, and it will take you down to places like Cane Garden Bay or Virgin Gorda. Virgin Gorda is beautiful. I can't stress that enough.
Who wouldn't want to do this cruise? So already, it's really good, and we're only about
just
a third
started.
of the way through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've got a day at sea just to experience the ship, rest, relax, and top up the town a bit more. Then go into one of the big destinations. You'll see a lot of the rich and famous in OK magazine over the next few months. Holidaying in Barbados. If it's good enough for Simon Cowell, it's good enough for you guys. You can go there at Harrison's Cave. You can go and swim with the turtles, or you can just go to the boatyard, which is the popular beach area there with all the inflatables. And that's normally where you'll find most of the crew dancing on the bar after a few rum punches. You can then go over to Grenada, take a water taxi over to Montrouge Beach, or the other popular destination, the popular tour there is the Rum Runner. That's the famous boat trip that they have there, where you see a lot of the guests going out very sober, and then about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we have to escort them back on the ship very, very gingerly.
I've never done that, but
it
sounds like I'd enjoy it.
You've never been escorted back on a ship gingerly?
No, I wasn't saying that.
Oh, I do not believe that word. Then we go over to Dominica. Dominica's a bit of a different island. Not Dominican Republic, this is Dominica. This is famous for the rainforest. You've got Trafalgar Falls, Emerald Pool there. You're going right into the rainforest here. If you really want to get back to nature, this is the unspoiled area of the Caribbean. Then you're going into two ports of call that are pretty new to cruising over the last 5 or 6 years, going into Martinique and Guadeloupe, and I'll talk about these together. They're the French destinations, so again a little bit more different to some of the other ports of call we've gone into, but again with this one I recommend taking one of the tours, going over to some of the beaches there, and again if not just going to the town and have a walk around. As I said, different destinations but very rainforest based, this one, going back to a bit more to nature than some of the beach resorts that you've got in some of the other destinations. Then we're heading back towards near Bequia again. We're going to St Vincent, and this one here you can actually take a trip over to the set of Pirates of the Caribbean. This is where Johnny Depp stepped off the ship and when it sunk and he walked onto the quayside, that is St Vincent there, or they do a really, really good kayaking trip there. And then finally we're going into St Lucia. Go and see the Pitons, the two mountain areas there, which is an amazing place, or over to Soufrière, which is the volcanic sulphur area of St Lucia. St Lucia is probably one of the most popular destinations there in the Caribbean, and as I said, you've got the Pitons there, and that is a must to go and see there in St Lucia. And as I say, a catamaran trip is one that I'd recommend.
And then finally, I mean, you've had a great trip there, haven't you? But finally you do disembark and you're flown back home to, of course, London. Oh, that's amazing. And bear in mind, with Thomson, all of your tips are included as well. So tips included, you've got an upgrade. From inside to outside, you've got all of that natural light. It does make a difference having a room with a view, it really does. Return flights, they're based on London Gatwick or Stamford. But actually, yeah, Glenn, we've got some really good flights from Manchester or Birmingham for only about £99.
Yeah, again, the supplements on this can vary, but again, at the moment we have Manchester and Birmingham for £99 extra. You can upgrade for one of those.
They, you know, sometimes they're just nothing like that price, but tonight they are under £100, and all tips and service charges are included. We know, I mean, Glenn, if you were in the call centre tonight, you would be busy on that one already, wouldn't you?
It's about £80 a night that works out to fly over to the Caribbean and have about 12 or 13 islands to see the Caribbean and then come home just before Christmas.
And you know, yeah, to get away, you know, the beginning of December, to try and even get a parking space in the UK is a nightmare, isn't
exactly,
it? You know?
Yeah.
So get away, come back with the town, all nice and relaxed. The ID number for that one, and don't delay on it if if you are interested. Give us a call back now if you can. It's 109-361. Just makes it easier to book the cruise. And of course, that free phone number open till 10:30 tonight. And what time's it? 8 o'clock in the morning, Glenn?
Yes.
Glenn will be keen. He'll be in there tomorrow.
About 8:15 after I've had my bacon sandwich. That'd be nice if you can do that. That'd be lovely.
By the way, don't forget, we're still going to be announcing that competition winner. We were going to do a draw, I should say.
We'll do a draw on that one, yes.
But, do you know, one of the favourite cruises that I went on was on board the ship, actually, which is Norwegian Jade. I had a great time.
You enjoyed that one, didn't you?
I think it's with Norwegian Cruise Lines, and I just like the freestyle, the fact that there's no set dining or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, people have their own, what they like on cruise. Some people love dressing up every night. Some people like having the set dining. Norwegian Cruise Lines has gone completely against that. So it's all smart casual in the evening. Yeah. You can dine when you want. They've got the acrobats. They've got different activities. It's geared towards all different age groups as well, and it's very, very popular.
But it's still, lovely restaurants. It's not all buffet, anything like that. Lovely restaurants.
And they've got plenty of restaurants on board.
Anyway, let's take you on board with our lovely newly engaged Keith Maynard.
If your idea of a cruise is dim lighting, string quartets, tuxedos and ballroom dancing, then prepare to be challenged, because this cruise line is so laid back, it's almost horizontal.
Welcome to the most fun and relaxed cruise experience you're ever likely to encounter, where the entertainment never stops and the excitement just keeps on building. Welcome to freestyle cruising. Welcome to Norwegian Cruise Line. There's more restaurants than days of the week, and you can enjoy food from all over the world and dine and dress as you please. From trendy French bistros to steakhouses and sushi bars, Norwegian Cruise Line offers tons of choice. If you're a vegan, vegetarian, high carb, low carb, or gluten-free, it's all covered.
Remember, this is freestyle cruising, so whatever your mood and whatever the occasion, there'll be a bar that fits the bill. With sports bars and whiskey bars, martini bars and champagne bars, alfresco bars and wine bars, bars with music and bars with sport, even ice bars. One thing's for sure, you definitely won't go thirsty.
Imagine playing Nintendo Wii on a 2-story high screen, or challenging a friend on the all-new Aqua Racer. Visualise eating world-class cuisine while acrobats tumble down on silks around your table. Or simply enjoying a beer as comedians make you smile at dedicated comedy clubs. Picture yourself singing along as dueling pianos compete, or settling into your own seat for one of the Tony Award-winning shows. Whether you're a single cruiser, holidaying with all the family, or planning a group cruise, you'll find something perfect for you.
Norwegian Cruise Line offers one of the widest selections of accommodation in the industry. There are exclusive suites where you have your own private sun deck, along with brilliant interjoining family staterooms that are cleverly located near all the kids' facilities. And balcony staterooms where you wake up to a different view every morning. But it's in the studio staterooms where Norwegian are head and shoulders above the competition. A private complex dedicated to solo cruisers with, most importantly, no single supplement.
Now, you saw Glenn was on board there as well. We were just talking, we actually think, you know, when it comes to Norwegian Fjords, bear in mind this is the 9th of August, so peak season.
Yeah, right in the middle of
This
summer.
has got to be one of the best offers ever,
Well, normally
it?
the Fjord cruises are just 7 days, aren't they?
Yes,
Normally 7 days in and out and that's done. This is 10 days and for the price. And remember with this one, with Norwegian, they're offering the drinks package as well.
Now, this is important, just hold on there, because the drinks package is included. Now, I don't want to glamorise drinking, but in honesty, I do like a drinks package on a cruise. I'm not going to lie.
Well, it's worth it.
And you definitely do. But 10 nights, so that's your drinks for 10 nights. And the drinks package would normally be pretty expensive on this one.
Yeah, if you go on board now, Norwegian I think are the most expensive at the moment. They're about $79 per person per day, plus 18% VAT on it.
And with the exchange rate at the moment, that's a lot of pounds.
that is a lot of money. We would struggle to get through that. So this is why when they're now including it in the package, it's a no-brainer.
This one is really good tonight. And if you do go from outside, you've even got free Wi-Fi as well. And $50 on board per cabin, $50 on board spend per cabin, whatever grade you go for.
And I think the one thing people need to be aware of with fjord cruising, it is different from other cruising. The ports of call you go to are normally quite small, small little hamlets with a few buildings there. You need to go out and do the tours. The main highlight of fjord cruising is the actual cruising itself. Actually going on the back deck as you arrive and going out in the morning, you've got places like Geiranger here, which are absolutely amazing. That's where you need your cameras and your video cameras ready for this. And as I said, this is the highlight of it.
I tell you what, we'll give you a little taste then. So our first day is at sea and then over to Stavanger.
Yeah, so you normally have a day up to get to Norway itself, and then you'll start obviously hitting into the fjords themselves. And as you go in there, again, this time of year should be perfect weather, but Stavanger, you've got the Pulpit Rock there, which is the famous rock. You don't actually go and sit there, so don't panic. You don't have to go and do that. But the sailing there through the fjords is beautiful. And then you come into the town as well. So in Stavanger, you do a right out the port area, and it's a bustling, it's a very, very busy city, this one. Just the only thing I would say with Norway...
busy?
Well, busy for Norway.
For Norway, yeah.
The only thing I would say with Norway is it is still one of the most expensive countries in the world to go and eat and drink. So a lot of people go and view the places there, then come back to the ship.
That's what I did,
and as I said, remember, you've got that drinks package and all your food included, so it's a lot of money.
And I actually went to a couple of museums there. There's the Canning Museum.
You have, and also you've got the stave churches, which are very popular in most of the places you go to.
But honestly, it's lovely just to wander around.
Then you go into Helleselt, which is now the gateway into the Geiranger. A lot of the ships are going in there. It does get busy in Geiranger, so you're using Helleselt as the alternative. And again, you can take a tour there into the Geiranger Fjord. And Geiranger Fjord is the most visited place in Norway. You've got the Eagles Bend, Dalsnabba, beautiful opportunities, and you've got a chance from Dalsnabba to have those views of the ship. That's what you want to go there for.
And the fjord, I mean, these pictures are lovely, but honestly, in real life, they are
But these are the pictures you're taking. These are not professional ones taken. These are the pictures you can get. Then going on to probably the most popular attraction in Norway is onto Flom and the railway. Now, you've got to do the Flom railway if you haven't done it before. Flom itself is about as big as my lounge. It's a very small little destination with a station. There's nothing there, so that's why you need to go and do the railway. And again, stunning, cutting through the ravines there, through the tunnels, taking you right up to the very top, and then amazing views of the fields.
And what is really nice is you start off and it's all green and sunny, but as you get further up, you start to see the snow-capped peaks.
Start to see the snow-capped peaks, and the railway is a must. You have to do the railway, and again, you can book that through the ship, the concierge team, or you can book it yourself, whatever you want to do. Then into Aalesund. Aalesund is another destination where, again, you can take a trip out to some of the beautiful waterfalls along the coastline there as well. Stunning views, and this is a little bit more of a respite. You can maybe take this one a little bit more easier if you wanted to, and then get ready for the next port of call, which is Bergen. Bergen is the second biggest city in Norway behind Oslo, and again from there, walk into town if you wanted to. You've got the Hanseatic buildings which all slope, so you'll see the wooden style buildings dating back to the 17th century. But again, you can take a trip on the cable car or the funicular for amazing views over Bergen itself, and it's stunning. And then you have an overnight in Oslo. Oslo, of course, the capital, the biggest city of Norway itself. And again, you've got an overnight there. Go and explore. Just again, be careful when you're going out and buying food and drink out there. It is very expensive, but again, big cities go and explore. So you've got two of the biggest cities in Norway to go and have a look around. Then from there, a chill-out day at sea before you head back to Southampton.
And I think that, you know, so I've been presenting the show for many years now, I think that is possibly the best deal we've had on Fjords. You know, bear in mind, it's a 10-nighter, very rare. In fact, I think it's the first time we've had a 10-nighter around the Fjords on the show. Free all-inclusive drinks package. You'll get free Wi-Fi if you go for an outside or above, and exclusive $50 onboard spend per cabin. So that all will be on your account. You can put that towards, I don't know, spa treatments, excursions, you decide. You are overnight on board in Oslo. Oh, we've got to mention, bear in mind, this will be in August. If you've got a family of 4 could all cruise together from only $2,579, which is very good at that time.
The only thing I would say with that one is that will be limited cabins, because they don't all have 4-berth cabins. So if you want to do that, you need to get that one booked as early as you can.
And let's remind ourselves of that drinks package, Glenn.
It's good. As I said,
it's really
it's
good.
All your spirits, your cocktails, wine by the glass, bottled and draft beers as well, fountain sodas and juices. It basically covers everything, to be quite honest with you. So that's your drinks covered for the whole duration. The other good thing with this one as well is, remember, this is going in August, so you've got Land of the Midnight Sun. So it gets dark for a few hours a night. You can almost sunbathe at midnight.
I've cruised on the Fjords in May and it was lovely, but I did prefer August because of that reason.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Now, we had a competition come prize draw, I should say, really, last week. And we want to say thank you to everybody that wrote some amazing things. We asked you, well, I'll show you, this is what we asked you. In under 500 words, why you love Planet Cruise TV. And it's a chance to win 2 limited edition P&O champagne flutes. We haven't got them with us because they're very heavy. And, but we want to actually just read out some of the great.
And we did ask for nice comments, and we did actually get all nice comments, didn't we?
Yeah,
really?
we did actually, yeah.
Nice.
Surprisingly.
So,
go on, let's read a few of these
We've
out.
got a couple of poems, so I apologise for my reading of this, but this is from John and Judith Coley on this one. So this goes, every Tuesday night we always tune in to our favourite programme with a tonic and gin. Sean and Keith, Justin and Glenn, they are nautical knowledgeable men. With such friendly staff answering the phone, whether travelling in groups or on holiday alone. Exclusive offers, upgrades and deals, fantastic prices, some are real steals. Giving best advice and information tips about exotic ports and fabulous trips. Helping us choose on what ship to go. Congratulations, Planet Cruise, on your 500th show.
That's really good, isn't it?
That was good.
That's really good, actually. And I've got one here from Bernadette Wheeler. Bernadette, I love what you've written, and this is why. It's Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. I keep this hour free to watch my favourite programme on Planet Cruise TV. The deals are just incredible. The presenters know so much. They give us loads of hints and tips with a friendly touch. So now you've reached 500. And Sean's still looking great. And they'll keep on watching on Tuesday night at 8. This is why I love Planet Cruise so much. Thank you so much, Bernadette. They have to put a lot more makeup on me nowadays, especially lighting, but thanks
and
for
the polyfiller.
Yeah. So anyway, they're all in there, aren't they? Do you want to do that one, Glenn? But we honestly, the team read all of them. They were brilliant. So thank you, everyone, that put together some kind words.
You can read it.
OK. Oh, hang on. No, I'm I was going to say Keith Maynard. It isn't. Don't worry. It's Nick Tavinder. So, Nick Tavinder, you will win those champagne flutes. Well done, Nick. Thank you so much. It was fun, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Honestly, we've
read a lot of them, and there were some really, really good poems. So thank you, everyone, for obviously sending that in.
Nothing bad, so we appreciate that.
Good.
But we're going to move on. I may, I've done 23 ocean cruises, but I've yet to experience a river cruise, and we've got a fantastic one tonight, haven't we?
We have. I mean, the Planet Cruise really got into river cruises at the start of last year, and obviously we sell every single river cruise, and they are generally 4, 5, 6 star, but we have gone with a 6-star river cruise line here, and this is with Uniworld on this one.
On board the River Royale. It's an all-inclusive river cruise as well, 6-star ultimate luxury. have a look at this.
And again, I was on a Uniworld ship earlier this year over in Amsterdam for a couple of days, and they're designed, each room is designed individually, and they are 6-star luxury. Now this particular one, you know, compared to the 4,000 and 5,000 berth ocean liners, this only has 65 rooms. It can accommodate 130 people.
Wow.
But again, it's a great opportunity if you've never done a river cruise before. You know, on an ocean, sometimes you're at sea for a few days and you just see ocean. On the river cruises, you're going up here, and this one is on the Garonne and the Dordogne River on this one. So again, this really features the wineries and chateaux of Bordeaux, and it's a stunning opportunity. Food service on here is, as you can expect, 6-star, and it's just lovely.
That's it. That sums it up there, doesn't
Sitting out on the deck there, you know, eating top quality cuisine with a glass of wine, which is all included because it's an all-inclusive cruise, and this is stunning. And this is the sort of things that you're going to be seeing on the river cruise. And this one, again, you know, we have a variety of different prices with the river cruise. We've really done this as a 6-star with business class flights, which we'll talk about in a moment. But beautiful, beautiful ships, and as I said, geared towards couples, people that just want to maybe have done quite a few cruises before but want to experience something just a little bit different on there.
And it really is a fully all-inclusive cruise. By that means unlimited complimentary drinks, free excursions, tips. It's all there, isn't it?
Everything's included on this one, and as I said, the tours as well. You can go out and see the tours. Even the rooms are designed. Every room is designed individually, and as I said, they take really precise detail in designing these rooms, and they are absolutely stunning.
And that lead price is for a river view, of course, as well. We've also got French balconies available. And Glenn, you mentioned that every aspect of this is the best, because you even get free business class flights and free meet and greet airport parking.
You do. So really, everything is included on this. Really, the price you pay, you shouldn't really have to pay anything more, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, actually, we were saying earlier, because you get £200 on board credit per statement.
And then we were trying to work out what you're going to spend that on.
Yeah, no, but there'd be some...
You can go to the spa or the shops on board.
Some shops on board. Yeah, but you know, you'll struggle to spend that, because so much is included. Anyway... let's just sit back and enjoy this one. So we're flying from the UK, business class, to Bordeaux.
Yeah, and obviously met at the airport and taken to the river cruise as well. And then you've got an overnight there on the first night there. So you're going to be there in Bordeaux anyway. And then the next day, again, you'll be going off and experiencing the beautiful areas of Bordeaux. And again, as I said to you, this is a vineyards and chateaux, and this is exactly what you're going to be seeing throughout the whole destinations that you go to. And again, as we go through the different ports of call here, they are small destinations. They're small villages and towns. And the great thing with these river cruises that you get off and get on when you want to. Tours are included on there. They're normally walking tours around the general area, but you have got some stunning places to go down to. We also go into Blair, which is beautiful picturesque hamlets. You've got the fortress there, and it is a 17th century small town that they have there, and it has been now designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site there as well. We also go into Le Bourne in France as well, and these are beautiful flowered line roads there. And again, as I said, the whole time you're going into these villages, you've got the guides with you, just taking you around and exploring. And normally most of the tours they have there, you'll do a morning or an afternoon tour, and then free time to do what you want to do on there.
It looks really nice, doesn't it?
It does.
Really nice.
And then near the end of the cruise, you've got 2 nights, well, 2 nights overboard in Bordeaux. So literally the boat will be docked there, and then you're free to go and explore whatever you want to do there. Great cafes and restaurants. You've got the Grand Theatre. If you want to go and do some wine tasting, of course, this area is famous for wine tasting. And again, any of the tours, they do add some extra tours on there that aren't included in there. That's what you can put your onboard spend to as well. But the whole time there, you've got 6-star luxury. Again, service is second to none, and this is a beautiful opportunity to explore this part of the world. And it's a good alternative for people that maybe have done cruises before and want something a bit different.
I must say, it's something I really want to try. It is.
They are, and they are very more sedate. You know, they're not as in your face as they are with the ocean cruises. A lot more relaxed, and nice opportunity to see this part of the world.
And when you look at all the free things in this, it is outstanding, actually. So free business class flights, return flights from London, free meet and greet airport parking as well. You know, everything here is really, really top end. £200 onboard credit per statement. We want a free cabin gift as well. and unlimited complimentary drinks throughout your cruise, and as we mentioned, free excursions and gratuities as well. So, you know, the price on the screen is all you're going to pay on this one. And let's just show you the prices. We've actually got a couple of dates in this one. So we've got the 9th of April, but actually for July, it's only £100 more there.
And that is a great time of year to go. But
Isn't
even if
it?
you go in
But
April,
April
if you go in April, you know, they even have the blankets when you're sitting outstairs in the afternoon. If it's a bit chilly, you've got the blankets there to keep you warm, and you're there to go out and explore and walk around all the time. So it's not a sunbathing like an ocean cruise is.
But, you know, you've got a great price for July there. You really have. Anyway, the ID number on that one is 120462. Very nice, that. Now, a few weeks ago, we actually had our Celebrity Cruise special. You may recall Glenn and I were on board the award-winning Celebrity Eclipse. We had a great time, actually. We really did. And an amazing response to that show, so thank you so much. Now, I've just booked my 6th Celebrity Cruise. I'm a very lucky chap. I'm going away in January over to Australia with Celebrity. The ships are fabulous. They are 5-star modern luxury at their very best, and Celebrity win numerous awards on a regular basis. But here's our Keith on board to tell you a little bit more.
With exceptional levels of service, one crew member for every 2 guests, well-designed and easy-to-navigate ships, and a decor that is both sophisticated and contemporary, this is a cruise line which offers a real sense of modern luxury.
Life on board a Celebrity cruise ship is an opportunity for you to enjoy your cruise just how you like it. From relaxing by the pool with a good book to a whole host of exhilarating and unique experiences, the choice literally is yours. There's cooking competitions, mixology classes, dance and language classes, informative lectures, and behind-the-scenes access to the inner workings of a modern-day cruise ship. And that is just the tip of the iceberg.
You can top up your tan while enjoying a margarita by the pool, or use your SeaPass card and help yourself to another glass of vino in the award-winning Cellar Masters. But my absolute favourite has to be here. It's the world's first ever world-class bar, where tasting the work of these wonderful mixologists will introduce you to the latest trends in cocktail creation. It will literally knock your socks off. Celebrity cruises have always pushed the boat out when it comes to dining. Not just in the sheer choice, but also the quality and taste of the food they offer. You can experience savour menus pairing classic and contemporary selections with casual al fresco dining to this stunning main dining room with the amazing wine tower that holds nearly 3,000 bottles of wine. When the sun sets, Celebrity Cruises ships come alive with a dazzling selection of bars, lounges and nightclubs. Keep an eye out though for the interactive themed parties. You might even find dancers in these exquisite costumes suddenly appear out of nowhere to entertain you. There's West End style theatre shows, there's circus shows, comedy, magic, music. On a Celebrity Cruise, luxury comes as standard. There are 6 different varieties to choose from, and over 85% have a private balcony, from comfortable inside staterooms to these gorgeous suites which feature floor-to-ceiling windows, panoramic balconies, and your very own private butler. Trust me, once you've unpacked, you won't ever want to leave.
I tell you what, Celebrity do have such loyal customers as well. Many of you are just like I am, and you've cruised several times with them and never, ever been disappointed. I've got to say, for the price tonight, you are getting an incredible offer with Celebrity, because they are 5-star, you know. So, Glenn, I mean, you know, you take bookings every day, and this is for an ocean view, isn't it?
It is. It is for an ocean view on this one. And as
actually, no, it's
for a
not.
balcony.
You get an upgrade from that to a balcony.
You get a balcony
even
on this
better.
One. You get a balcony on this one, old boy.
Wow,
That's
even better.
I would say again, we say it a lot when I'm on the show. People that phone in at book Celebrity, once they booked it once, tend to go back time and time again, and that's got to be, you know, a personal test to them, because they love it. They love the way the ship is. They love the restaurants and the service on there. I think it's excellent.
Have you noticed as well? You do get the free classic drinks package as well.
Yes, which is a bigger seller.
So you're getting that as well. I thought you'd have spotted that at home. Anyway, let's give you a little taster of where we're going to be cruising to. So we're flying over to Rome from Gatwick.
So this one's going over from Gatwick. Now, this one is going into Rome and then you're joining the ship. What I would recommend doing on this one is for an extra £99, we can actually give you 2 days in Rome as well. So fly in 2 days earlier, so you'd go out a couple of days earlier, have a couple of days in Rome.
For both nights?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So you do 2 nights in Rome and then you join the ship. It's great, isn't it?
starting at £99.
£99 per person.
That is really good.
Yeah, so you're going to do that, aren't you?
Definitely.
Then from there you go into Naples, one of the busiest destinations in the Mediterranean. You've got Capri, you've got Pompeii, you've got Vesuvius, Herculaneum. You've got loads of stuff to do there. So you just need to decide what you're going to do. Naples itself, the traffic in there is crazy. I'd stay out of Naples and go and do one of those places. Then we move on to Catania in Sicily. Now this is home of the mafia, so just be careful with the locals, don't annoy them. But again, you've got a chance to go to Mount Etna. Now Mount Etna has actually been bubbling and making some noises, and sometimes you do hear the boom of Etna when you go up there. But I walked over there and it's like being on the moon when you walk around Mount Etna.
I've never done that, but I'd like to.
It's really good. And we were on the coach coming back down and we heard this big boom and the guy went, oh, it's just making some noise, it's grumbling. So yeah, just keep driving quicker. Valletta in Malta we've already spoke about. As I said, great destination there and a nice opportunity there to walk around the old city. Then you have a day at sea. Just chill out, relax and take in the beauty of the Constellation.
And I was going to say, the ships are so outstanding with celebrity. The days at sea, you want to really
you get up in the morning, go and see the facilities, maybe hit the gym, then go for lunch, and then you've got that drinks package for a couple of glasses of wine on the back deck.
I shouldn't really admit this, but sometimes on a celebrity cruise, I have to really force myself to get off.
Yeah, exactly.
I do.
Then we're going into one of my favourite destinations. I got married here last month. This is in Palma, Mallorca. And again, from here, you can go into the capital of the Balearics, do a right into Palma itself, go to the Gothic-style cathedral. You can go into La Lonca and that area around the back of Palma. One of my favourite destinations in the world, and that's why I got married there. Then we go into Cartagena in the mainland of Spain, and you've got the chance there to go into the amphitheatre of the Roman ruins in Cartagena. Or again, they've got loads of bars just along where the ship stops, so you can just relax, have some lunch, have some tapas, and again, a nice destination to go and explore and just wander through the streets and maybe just do some shopping. So Cartagena's a nice one. Then into Valencia, along the coastline there, you've got the state-of-the-art science and cultural centre there. You've got the biopark, which again houses many of the animals as well. And again, you've got the Mercado Central again, which is one of the market stalls with over 1,000 stalls within the area there. So nice to do a bit of shopping. Then a day at sea and then into Barcelona. And the good thing with this one, you don't fly straight home. You've actually got an overnight in Barcelona. Loads to see here. You've got Las Ramblas, you've got Sagrada Familia, the unfinished Gaudi Cathedral. You can either do a trip over to the Nou Camp and see one of the greatest stadiums in the world. If you do the tour there, you can actually go into the actual changing rooms and walk around right down to pitch level. And we've been there before where the players are actually training next door, so you might even get a glimpse of Messi, Neymar and Suarez as well.
And then, of course, your flight back to London Gatwick. Now, we mentioned that not only are you getting a free upgrade from Ocean View to Balcony, you will also get the classic drinks package free and included. And have a look at this, because it is it is a drinks package that I know extremely well, and it isn't just about the alcohol, it's everything. So not just your spirits and wine, but an incredible selection of cocktails and your specialty coffees. It's all there, isn't it?
Can I just say, this is if you want to book this on board the ship and you don't take the drink, it's $65 per person per day. Now that used to be about £40, but with the exchange rate going the way it is at the moment, that works out about £52 per person per day.
Wow.
This is included in there.
And you're on there 10 nights. So
10 nights.
It's really good to have that included tonight. So just to recap, a free classic drinks package when booking Ocean View or above, and you actually get a balcony, so you've got that, because that's your free upgrade as well from Ocean View to balcony. Return flights based on London Gatwick there, and as Glenn mentioned, I think really worth doing this, we can actually add on a 2-night hotel stay in Rome from only £99 per person there as well. Now, my next cruise to celebrity, I've actually gone aqua class, which I've never done before.
Well, of course you would, being the richest man in TV.
Hey, I've never done it before, seriously. But I've had all sorts of cabins with celebrity. I've had, ocean views, inside balconies, concierge class. But aqua, I just really fancy this because the Blue Restaurant.
That's what people go for. That's what most people say they upgrade for the Blue Restaurant.
And that's basically your own exclusive restaurant. It's I can't remember how many passengers can use Blue Aqua Class, but it's not a huge amount, is it?
Well, obviously it's only Aqua Class clients.
Yeah.
So, and that is, speaking to clients, that's why they book Aqua Class. They pay the difference to use that. And the access to the Persian Garden, but there are numerous benefits of Aqua Class, so just ask our cruise consultants all about that as well. The ID number for that one, by the way, is 109
093. And don't forget that phone number, 0808 250 2662. I know the phone lines will be very busy tonight. You can either say book tonight, or you can book, well, any time, but we are open from 8 o'clock tomorrow morning as well.
Yeah.
Glenn will be there after his bacon sarnie at 8:15. Won't you? But our final cruise is with Holland America. And this is a biggie, isn't it?
Yeah, we always sometimes leave the big one to the end, you know, the far away one. And this is a little bit special, this one.
Oh, it's great.
This is a 20-nighter doing Southeast Asia from Singapore, with Singapore and Hong Kong stays as well. And as I said, this has got everything included on this one.
Well, anyway, let's begin, because we fly you to Singapore, and we actually stay here pre-cruise 2 nights in a 5-star hotel.
Now, remember, this is one of our tailor-made packages, so yes, you can have 2 nights there. If you want to make it 3 or 4, we can just add that on. That's not a problem at all. Singapore, the cleanest city in the world. You've got Marina Bay Sands now, and you've got the Eco Rainforest, which are 2 new attractions in Singapore that you have to visit. Marina Bay Sands has got the infinity pool at the top, and this new rainforest it's like something out of Avatar. It's superb.
It does look really,
Now
impressive.
again, with Singapore, loads of other things to do. You've got the Merlion there. You can go over to Sentosa to do the various Singapore zoos and various activities on there as well. There is so much to do in Singapore. If it was me, I'd extend it to 3 or 4 days.
I'll be honest, on my cruise, I was only there one day, one night. Oh, it wasn't?
It's not enough.
I want to, you know,
it's not the cheapest city in the world to go out and eating and drinking and stuff like that, but there's so much to see, so please, I would extend that to 3 or 4 days.
But you do get 2 nights included.
2 nights included on this one.
Now then, you're transferred from the hotel to your fabulous ship with Holland America, the MS Volendam, and you're going to be on board for 40 nights, and you're going to get to see some amazing places. First days at sea, which I always like just to settle in, so this gives you an idea, because again, with Holland America, they're 5-star, aren't they?
They are 5-star, and again, a little bit more traditional with the ships. We've just had a couple of our guys come back from the new Consteallation, which is the new Holland America ship that's come out. They were so impressed with it. The entertainment, the food, the standard of service on there, it is 5-star. And as I think, if you haven't tried Holland America before, it's definitely worth giving it a go. And again, with the price that we have on here, to have a 5-star ship around this part of the world is exceptional value. So really, really, really good.
And bearing in mind you've got the hotel stays and the flights, it is really seriously good. But anyway, where are we going to see next?
Well, we're going to one of the most beautiful destinations around this part of the world. We're going to Koh Samui. If you've watched the film The Beach, if you want to go and see these beautiful beach areas here, Koh Samui, if you like your diving and snorkeling, you can't beat Koh Samui. I've been there a couple of times, and again, it is absolutely spectacular and a stunning place to visit. Then we go on to Bangkok. Now, the good thing with Bangkok, we've got an overnight there, so you've got 2 days in Bangkok.
Oh, no, that is good.
It is good. So, first of all, you can go out and explore the city. You can go on the main river area there, take one of the boat trips along there. And then, of course, in the evening, you can go and see what Bangkok's all about. A lot of stories about Bangkok, a lot of stories I could tell you about Bangkok. But again, if you want to have a night out in Bangkok, you can go there and see what all the fuss is about.
And you've got to do it, you know, you've got to do it once, haven't you?
Go and embrace it,
yeah.
But just be careful what you're embracing. Then we go on to Cambodia. And again, this is a great opportunity to go and see Cambodia on this part. You've got the, you can take one of the ATVs out, you can go on the 4x4s. Great beaches. Otres Beach is a place definitely to go and visit there, but spectacular. And again, the price here, when you're in Cambodia and Vietnam, is so cheap still to go and eat and drink.
Oh, it is.
So you really get a chance to experience there. So then we have a day at sea, which is quite nice, and then we go into Phu My in Vietnam. Now, this is the gateway to go into Ho Chi Minh City, the capital of this area, and it can take about 1.5 hours, 2 hours to get into Ho Chi Minh. So again, recommend probably taking one of the tours, but you can go to the Grand Buddhist Temple here as well, Unification Hall. Again, of course, with Vietnam and its turbulent history, you can go into the Remnants Museum. And again, if you want to do a bit of market shopping, a bit of haggling and bartering, you can do that as well.
I love Vietnam, and I was kind of looking forward to it, but it was far better than I anticipated.
You've got the history there, obviously, modern history as well, which is very, very sombre to go and see, but it is very, very interesting
and
when you're there.
lovely people, I've got to say.
Great people, yeah. Then we stay into Vietnam, we go into Nha Trang, and again, famous for the beaches. Do Loc Beach is very, very famous there. And again, if you're into your scuba and snorkeling, this is a great place to do that. You can also go to Bo Ho Waterfall, which again is one of the trips that take you out to the stunning waterfalls. And of course, plenty of temples to go and visit throughout the whole of this itinerary. So again, if you want a bit of culture, you can do that. If you want the beaches and a suntan, you have the opportunity to do that. Then you go into another relaxing day at sea, and then into Da Nang, and then from there you have a chance to go to the Marble Mountains, which is a trip they have there. Amazing views of some of the destinations here. And again, with these, I would do a land-based tour if you can, because they will take you through the rice and paddy fields, and you get to experience what you've probably seen on the TVs before. The locals are so friendly here, and again, another opportunity to go to Da Nang Beach Bridge, which is one of the famous sites they have there, and get the chance to go across that and have a look at the local area. So very interesting. Then Halong Bay in Hanoi, and again, this is one of the most beautiful places in the world, I think.
Isn't it?
And again, if you want the limestone pillars, I would suggest taking one of the junk boats out on one of the cruises, and that's what you're going to be seeing, that sort of sites. This is where you see The Man with the Golden Gun and these sorts of films before. This is what this part of the world is famous. And again, if you don't take one of the boat trips, I think you're mad. But again, if not, you want to stay land-based, you can go and see some of the more temples. But beautiful part of the world. Then a day at sea, and then we're going to go to one of our hotspots, which is into Hong Kong
Yes,
itself.
now here it is. This is our destination hotspot, this show, and it is, of course, the fabulous Hong Kong. So let's take you there. Amazing place.
Amazing place. I've been there a couple of times. I know you've been there as well.
Yeah, last year,
And again, this is where the old meets the new. So you've got the vibrant metropolis there, a very modern city. Again, from there you can go into the back streets and see the local markets. But there's plenty of things to see here. So you've got a chance to go to Victoria Peak, which stands at 552 metres. And this is the highest point on Hong Kong Island. Great sweeping views of the vibrant metropolis, and again you can visit this by tram, which is Asia's oldest funicular, taking you up the mountain range there. You've also got the Temple Street Market, you've got Disneyland. If you want to go and see Disneyland, they've got that in Hong Kong as well. But again, also they have the Bruce Lee statue, the Avenue of Stars, and then finally you can go down to Ocean Park, opened in 1977, and this is the Marine Life theme park area. There is so much to do in Hong Kong, and it is now a massive destination for the cruise ships itself.
And you say included here because you've got that 2-night stay in a 5-star hotel.
And again, if you want to extend it to 3 or 4 days, we recommend you do that as well and make it a nice long trip for you.
So that was our destination hotspot, this show,
Hong
wasn't
Kong
it?
is brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Just think it, you get to see so much on that one, don't you?
You get to see loads, and again, if you've not done Cambodia, Vietnam, you've got 2 of the big destinations, Singapore and Hong Kong as well. So you've got the old and the new, more modern cities, older destinations as well. You've got everything.
And like, imagine trying to organise all that yourself. You know, all the different destinations, all the transfers. It'd be a nightmare on a cruise. It is so easy. So the price of that one, it starts at 1749. You've got return flights based on London there. We've also got flights available from selected UK airports. Again, just ask the team, they'll talk you through. You get the 2-night stay in 5-star hotels in both Singapore and Hong Kong, and a deposit needed on selected departure dates. And I've got to say, if you look at the prices, they're really good across the various dates. So I've got November of this year, and then into February, December. We've even got prices there for February 2018.
If you want to get prepared and get yourself organised.
Well, it gives you time to save, doesn't it?
It does.
Plan,
Put
really
a couple of
does.
pence in the old piggy bank every week.
Yeah. We've actually had a sellout already on the 11th of February of 2017. Jay, it's weird, you think 2017 it's a long way away. It's not at all now,
No,
is it?
it's not.
No,
It's getting closer and closer.
So that has sold out, but we've still got balconies available on the other dates as well. I think that is amazing value, I've got to say. Bear in mind, you've got your flights, you've got the hotel stays, and you're away for 20 nights in total. The ID number for that one is 126716. What a show, as ever. Now, one of the things I like to do, I say I've been very lucky, I've done a lot of cruises, but I always like to try new brands and see new ships. And we've got a really nice easy way of doing that, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got a P&O deal coming up, which is just a chance to visit one of the P&O ships. I think it's for a lunch that we have on there for you. And I think it's on board Ventura, which is obviously one of the main ships with P&O.
Now, these are incredibly popular. You know, obviously there's a limited availability. And this one, you've actually got to book this in the next few days, haven't you?
Yeah, it's finishing in the next couple of days. So this is going to be on Ventura. If you've never seen P&O, or maybe you've never been on a ship before and you want to see what all the fuss is about and maybe think about booking a cruise, on Friday the 11th of November, it's going to take place in Southampton. It's only £25 per person. You get a chance to go and tour the ship, and then you'll get lunch included on that. You can speak to the guys. Some of us will be on there anyway, and you get to speak to them about, you know, maybe booking a future cruise. The only thing I would say with this, please don't call the team tonight. Don't call the sales team tonight. They're going to be very, very busy.
You need to call the concierge team.
Concierge team will be there from 9 o'clock in the morning. The number's on there, 02393 277 939. Natalie, Marie, Margot, they'll all be there in the morning to help and assist you, but don't call tonight, but make sure you call first thing in the morning if you want to book that.
But a great way of getting a little taster of P&O with your lunch included there as well. And everything is on the Planet Cruise website, of course. And actually, the new brochures come out as well.
They have come out as well, so you can do this online again. Just go on there, request a brochure, and they'll get that sent through as well. And as I said, very, very easy. And again, I know we've got our Alaska brochure coming out, our Canadian Rockies, and all types of different brochures. So you can order that if you want it.
Yeah, great little read, that one. Anyway, let's recap everything we've seen live this Tuesday evening, of course, with Planet Cruise. I always love the show, and I think we've had some exceptional deals tonight. We started off with MSC. Now, you're getting a free upgrade to a balcony on this one. It is an exclusive offer to Planet Cruise, but very limited availability. Again, out of all the cruises, this is one we will urge you to book tonight. You might get it tomorrow, you might get it later in the week, but to be safe, you should really book them tonight.
Try and get it booked tonight if you can.
Then, we know how busy it will have been for Thomson. I mean, we always say a Caribbean cruise under £1,000 is a really sweet spot. This is an outside at 959, 50 nights. And one of the most port-intensive cruises we've had with
And all the big ports, of course, St Lucia, Barbados, Antigua, St Martin. Really, really good.
Now, a free upgrade tonight from inside to outside. Return flights from Gatwick all Stansted there as well. But if you want flights from Manchester or Birmingham, we've got those starting at just £99 supplements. And all tips and service charges are included on that one as well. Pretty amazing, I think you'll agree. And the date there, the 27th of November. Then Norwegian Cruise Line. Now, don't forget, this is the one that has the free all-inclusive drinks package. Free Wi-Fi if you go for an outside or above. You get $50 onboard spend per cabin, and you are overnight on board in Oslo. The family special is brilliant on this one as well, 2579. And what a great time to visit the Fjords, the 9th of August. That's one of the best offers ever.
That's going to be your best value for a Fjords cruise.
I think so.
For 80 quid a day with a drinks package included.
Seriously, that is amazing. And believe me, if you thought before about going to see the Fjords, you've got to do it, because they are incredible. I've seen them twice now, and they're spectacular. Then, River Cruise, 6-star, all-inclusive on board the River Royale. This had everything, the business class flights, the free meet and greet airport parking.
Food, drink, excursions, tips, everything.
The lot.
And £200 to spend on board.
So absolutely brilliant value and a 6-star experience. Then we moved on to Celebrity on board the Celebrity Consteallation. Again, one of the best offers I've seen with Celebrity. They are a 5-star premium brand. You'll get a free drinks package on this one when booking an Ocean View above, but guess what? On this one, we are actually getting a balcony at that price, aren't we?
And then make sure you add on the extra stay in Rome if you can for £99 each.
Definitely.
So for less than £1,400, drinks, balcony and 2 nights stay in Rome.
That is really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then finally, we finished with a biggie on board the MS Volendam. This is the destination hotspot because we are going to start off in Singapore, but you will, of course, at the end of the cruise, have 2 nights in a 5-star hotel in Hong Kong. And we're overnight in Bangkok as well, aren't we?
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a great one, that one, to finish the show with. Glenn, thank you so much. You must get some calls every week from viewers that are booking their very first cruise.
Yeah, and we're more than happy to speak to them, walk them through it, help them as much as they can. And listen, if they're not the deals that you want tonight and you think we don't want any of them, we want to do something different, the guys are there tonight, they're there tomorrow morning, we can walk you through the website and get you something booked. But make sure you get out cruising, there's some great values. If you want to see the world, there's some really good deals out there.
Jack, I honestly say, every person I've ever spoken to that's booked their first cruise has said, I wish I'd done one sooner, what was I waiting for? They are amazing. They really are, and you get to see so much in one holiday. And the best service, the best food you could ever imagine. Glenn, when are you back, do you know?
Another couple of weeks. I think I've got to go and do some work in the office, but I'll be back in a couple of weeks.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Cheers.
Don't go anywhere. Loads more coming up on Untitled World next.